Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to bring you guys a really special video, something that I've been wanting to share for a while but I haven't had the courage to do just because it's a really sensitive topic, and I think most of the people that get into fitness will agree with me. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is just 3 tips that really helped me to achieve a certain goal that I had. Basically, I'm not where I want to be, and this is not my final destination. I want to continue in fitness. I want to compete. I want to, achieve many goals that I have right now, but everything takes time. So my first tip, it would be for you guys to get out of your comfort zone. So for a long time, I'm a person that just loves to stick to a routine, stick to the same people. I wouldn't say it takes a lot of me to go out and try new things, but it is hard. It's a little awkward. It's a little difficult to just try new things. So when I started working out, it was just because I had gained a lot of weight and I wasn't feeling comfortable. Obviously, my clothes weren't fitting. My life was basically becoming this bubble that it was all about my weight, and I wanted to change that. So when COVID hit in 2020, I decided to change. I was like, I have a lot of free time now, we're not working, so I'm just gonna start working out. And I was fortunate to have a home gym at the place that I was living. So I started just taking it day by day, walking here, walking there, walking with the dogs, doing little things here and there just to change the habits. But one thing that I have had the most trouble with is just stress eating. And this is very difficult because people don't understand that is a real condition. I eat a lot when I'm stressed. And for a long time I was like, well, I'm never stressed, because I'm a problem solver. I want to solve all my problems real fast. But in that time, I grab a drink or I grab a cookie, and I wouldn't notice those little things that I was doing. So yeah, I stress eat, and it took me a long time to accept the fact that I actually was stress eating. And I still do it sometimes. I don't realize, but I just find myself walking to the fridge and just grabbing an ice cream cone or something that I know it's not in my plan. But that's okay. We always have setbacks. The thing is that you need to come back stronger. But going back to the topic of changing your habits or adapting new habits, a new thing that I wanted to do was just to start going to the gym every day. And after everything reopened with COVID, I got a gym membership and I started going to the gym. It only started with 3 days here, 4 days here, maybe on the weekends. So obviously I wasn't consistent at first. So yeah, it took me a long time to just get comfortable with going to the gym. Obviously my clothing wasn't the best. I didn't know how to work out. I wasn't looking into it, honestly. I was just like observing what everybody was doing and learning, oh, this person's doing that. But I was blind. I didn't know what those exercises were or why I was doing them and all of those things. So yeah, tip number 1, get out of your comfort zone and just start little by little. Maybe 2 days a week, maybe 1 day a week, maybe it's just walking, maybe it's just using the spin bike. Just little by little. If you guys remember, in one of my previous videos, I was working on a project. So this is how it's looking right now. There's some finishing touches that I have to do, like take those little tags out. And also, I miscalculated how many pieces I needed. So I need 4 more and then 1 more so I could complete it all the way to the bottom. And then here I need 2 more pieces. But this is how it's going to look. I plan to film some of my videos in this little corner. I also order a sign with my social media username on it. It's gonna be pink and neon, so hopefully it looks really good. And I'll keep giving you guys updates. But I also want to apologize in advance, just because I know when I'm talking I will always get off topic, so just bear with me. I promise these are good tips. So tip number 2, and this is really important, and I didn't know it was important until I actually started doing it, because I will let you know why it's important. So tip number 2 will be to hire yourself a coach. Obviously, jumping into something new, it's, like I said before, super uncomfortable, and having somebody guide you through everything, it's essential. A year and a half onto my journey, I obviously wasn't seeing a lot of progress, and I was getting a little frustrated because I was Googling it and I was like, oh, Google is my friend. Google would help me achieve my body goals. Boy, I was wrong. Google is not our friend when it comes to fitness. I tried infinite diets. I was doing keto, I was doing Atkins, I was doing all these crazy things that, yes, I saw results for like a week. I was doing keto, and then I lost so much weight the first week. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, this is working. And then a week into it, I was bored of the food, I needed some carbs, I hated fat, and I started gaining the weight back. It was horrible. So it is essential that you hire yourself a coach. And after a year and a half of me just getting frustrated and not seeing the right progress, I decided to hire a coach. She's amazing. She is an amazing coach. Unfortunately, right now I am doing my own thing, just because I have some projects that is not allowing me to continue right now. But if I'm ever gonna get if I'm ever going to get a coach again, it would be her. Shout out to Pineapple Princess. But yeah, it's just essential that you get somebody to help you through this journey. You need somebody to guide you, to tell you if you're doing good, or to tell you if you're doing good or if you're doing bad. And I didn't understand that for so long, until I saw people with their coaches and their relationship that they had, and how they were guiding them through everything that they needed to do, and they were seeing results faster. For me, it was really important to have somebody holding me accountable for my mistakes, because I was making a lot of mistakes, no doubt. I would diet for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna go out with my friends, have a lot of alcohol, have a lot of bad food, greasy food, things that weren't helping me achieve my goals. So having somebody tell you, hey, you know you can't do that, it's good. I'm just saying, it worked for me. I know it's gonna work for you guys. So yes, hire yourself a coach. I wanna say one thing, and I want it to be very clear. I am not a coach. I am not an online coach. I am not a dietitian. I am just a person that has come into the fitness world, and I just want to share my little tiny wisdom with you guys. So I don't want you to take it as I'm giving you advices as a professional, because I'm not. I'm just sharing my story, and I'm sharing the things that have helped me achieve my goals. Now, for the third and final tip. This is a word that I have been hearing for over 2 years, and I never understood how important it was, not just in fitness, but in life in general. That is consistency. God, I love that word. It's a key word. If you're not consistent in everything that you do, you're never gonna get anywhere, and that's just sad. Like, you have to commit. Basically, consistency and committing, they go hand in hand. Like, you have to be consistent in everything that you do. And once again, it just took me a long time to understand that I needed to be consistent. not just in my workouts, but in everything that I was eating and everything that I was doing. For example, I personally can't eat the same thing like 2 days in a row. Yes, I'll have something for dinner and then I can have it for lunch, but then if I have to eat the same thing for dinner again, I'm just bored and I don't want to. Like, my body doesn't allow me to do that. So for a long time I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna change my breakfast every day. I'm gonna have juice one day, I'm gonna have oatmeals the other day, then egg whites. Like, I was just changing it every day. Although all those things that I was eating were helping me, they weren't, because I was not just, you know, I wasn't creating habits, and I needed to create those habits. So once again, you know, working with a coach helped me understand why I needed to be consistent. I needed to basically have the same thing for breakfast, the same thing for lunch, the same thing for dinner, similar snacks. Like, it was a clear vision on why these things were going to help me. And like I said, it's not just in fitness. In life, you have to do everything in a consistent way. If you're gonna work every day, you have to be consistent in arriving on time. You go to school every day, you have to be consistent on your homework. Thing that happens to me a lot, because if you give me too much, I'm a procrastinator, let me just say that. So if you give me too much time for my homework, I'm gonna do my homework the day before, and then you see me rushing. So there's one thing I'm consistent on, it's just procrastinating and doing my homework like the day before. It's bad. Don't follow me on that. Do not take that tip. So yes, consistency is definitely a key word when it comes to fitness. And it wasn't just the food aspect that was getting complicated for me. It was actually the workouts. I used to think, and listen to this, I used to think that I needed to change my workouts every day, because why would I just, you know, do the same thing every time that I had a leg day? It was so I started changing all of my workouts, and one day I would do this, the other day I would do that, this and that. And one mistake that I used to make, it was just I used to never track my movements. So I didn't know what I did on those days. Like, it was just random. I was just guessing my workouts, and I didn't see the progress that I saw when I started doing the same thing every day. For example, on Mondays I am working on my hamstrings, so I would do the same 4 exercises every Monday, and my hamstrings have changed. I've seen the progress. So it's just those little things that, trust me, they're gonna help you for sure. But again, what is the word? Consistency. I honestly just want to say that I love sharing my journey with you guys, and as always, you can follow me on my social media. I'm trying to post almost every day on the little things that I do at the gym. I am bringing back more workout exercises, but please be patient with me, because I am just finishing my last semester at UHD, and I want to get the best grades possible, so I'm focusing on my schoolwork and my homework. It's definitely my #1 priority right now. So, but I still love to come on here and share everything with you guys. So please be patient with me, and I promise I'm bringing some awesome content for the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Like always, like and subscribe, and lots of kisses. Bye.